stop, put down that cup of tea, and listen closely, because everything you've been told about taking it easy in your golden years might be slowly stealing your life away. There is a lie circulating in living rooms and doctors' offices across the country. It's a comfortable lie. It sounds like this: you've earned your rest. Just sit back, avoid straining yourself, and let nature take its course. I'm here to tell you that if you follow that advice, nature won't take its course. Nature will take your independence. We've been conditioned to believe that the chair is a place of safety, a sanctuary. But for anyone over the age of 60, that chair is silently transforming into a cage. And the worst part? You're voluntarily locking the door. Today, we are going to shatter that belief. We are going to use that very chair not to rest, but to rebuild. I'm going to give you 4 simple, equipment-free exercises that sound too simple to be true, but they are backed by physiology that elite athletes use, adapted specifically for your body. This isn't about getting swole. This is about whether you can pick up your grandchild without groaning. It's about whether you can get off the toilet without help in 10 years. It's about survival. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal is usually hidden behind expensive paywalls or physical therapy clinics. I'm giving it to you for free. But you have to promise me one thing: don't just watch. Feel the gravity of this moment. Before we move a muscle, you need to understand why you feel stiff. It's not just old age. That's a cop-out. There is a terrifying phenomenon called sarcopenia. It sounds like a medical term, but it's essentially a thief that breaks into your house every night after you turn 30 and steals your muscle mass. According to a study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia and Muscle, adults lose roughly 3% to 8% of their muscle mass per decade after the age of 30. That number accelerates drastically after 60. But here is the shocking part that most doctors don't emphasize enough: sitting is the accelerator. When you sit for long periods, your hip flexors shorten and lock up. Your glutes, the powerhouse engines of your body, go to sleep. They literally forget how to fire. This is called gluteal amnesia. A study from the University of Missouri found that prolonged sitting stops the production of lipoprotein lipase, an enzyme that essentially breaks down fat. So, by sitting to save your energy, you are actually shutting down your metabolism and signaling your body to decay. Do you fear falling? You should. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, states that falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. But here is the secret: you don't fall because you lose your balance. You fall because you lost the strength to catch yourself. Today, we stop the decay. We are going to wake up those sleeping muscles using nothing but a chair and your own body weight. Are you ready to reclaim what time is trying to take? Let's get into it. We start simple. Do not underestimate this. The move: sit tall in your chair. Engage your core. Lift your right knee as high as you comfortably can, lower it, and immediately lift the left knee. It's a march, but you are seated. Why are we doing this? Is it just to move? No. We are hacking your cardiovascular system. A groundbreaking study from King's College London analyzed the genetic data of nearly 400,000 people and found that walking pace and leg strength were directly correlated to biological aging. Specifically, stronger legs were linked to younger brains. When you perform this seated march, you aren't just moving your legs. You are forcing blood to pump against gravity all the way up to your brain. You are bathing your brain cells in oxygen and glucose. If you do this for 60 seconds, twice a day, you are actively fighting off cognitive decline. You are telling your brain, we are not done yet. Imagine waking up in the morning and your feet don't feel like lead blocks. Imagine standing up and feeling the blood rush to your head with clarity, not dizziness. That is the power of circulation. Try it with me now. Right knee up, left knee up. Keep the rhythm. Feel the heartbeat? That is the sound of life returning. This is it. This is the single most important movement in your life. If you only do one thing from this video, make it this. I want you to stand up from your chair and then sit back down. Slowly, with control, no hands pushing off the armrests if possible. Use your legs. The move: scoot to the edge of the chair. Feet flat, shoulder width apart. Lean forward slightly, engage your core, and stand up. Then, slowly lower yourself back down. Does it sound too easy? Good. Do it 10 times. Tell me if your legs are burning. Researchers at the Federal University of Rio de Janeiro published a study showing that the ability to perform this simple task, the sit-to-stand test, is a massive predictor of longevity. In fact, the famous chair challenge study from the European Society of Cardiology suggested that if you can stand up and sit down from the floor, or a low chair, without using your hands or knees, you are significantly less likely to die in the next 6 years. While the floor version is advanced, the chair version is your starting point. This movement strengthens your quadriceps and your glutes. These are the muscles that get you out of bed. These are the muscles that get you off the toilet. I'm going to ask you a hard question. Do you want to rely on someone to help you off the couch in 5 years? Or do you want to stand up on your own power? Every time you do a sit to stand, you are buying yourself a ticket to independence. You are building the architecture of a life where you don't need a walker. Do 5 right now. Feel the shake? That shake is weakness leaving your body. Let's talk about your posture. Right now, as you are watching this, your shoulders are likely hunched forward. Your head is jutting toward the screen. This is grandma hunch. It's not a cosmetic issue. It's a mechanical issue. When you round your shoulders, you compress your lungs. You cannot breathe fully. When you cannot breathe fully, your oxygen levels drop, and fatigue sets in. We need to open the chest. The move: sit tall. Extend your arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height. Now, pull your elbows back as far as you can, squeezing your shoulder blades together, like you are trying to hold a pencil between them. Open your chest. Return to front. This isn't just stretching, it's strengthening the rhomboids and traps. A study by Harvard Medical School has long linked poor posture to increased feelings of depression and decreased energy levels. It works both ways. When you are weak, you slouch. When you slouch, you feel weak and old. By doing this T-pull, you are reversing the compression on your spine. You are allowing your lungs to expand fully. Think about the last time you took a deep, satisfying breath. Couldn't remember? This move brings that back. It makes you look taller. It makes you look confident. It signals to the world, and more importantly, to your own nervous system, that you are strong, capable, and present. Squeeze those shoulders back. Hold it for 3 seconds. Release. Feel the space between your ribs? That is freedom. Pain. I know many of you have knee pain, osteoarthritis, stiffness. The classic advice is don't move it if it hurts. That is outdated advice. The Mayo Clinic states that exercise is one of the best treatments for osteoarthritis. Why? Because motion is lotion. The synovial fluid in your knees only circulates when you move. If you stop, the joints dry up and grind together. We need to strengthen the muscles that support the knee, taking the pressure off the bone itself. The move: sit back in the chair comfortably. Extend one leg out straight until it is parallel to the floor. Hold for a count of 3. Flex your foot hard, toes up. Lower it down slowly. Switch legs. This isolates the quadriceps. These muscles act as a shock absorber for your knee joint. If your quads are weak, every step you take jams your bones together. If your quads are strong, they absorb the impact. This is your ticket to walking without a cane. This is the difference between hearing a click in your knee with every step, or walking in silence. Imagine going to the grocery store and not having to lean on the cart. Imagine walking through the park and enjoying the view instead of watching the ground to make sure you don't trip. Now, let's make this a reality. I don't want you to just try these. I want you to own them. Here is your daily protocol. It takes 8 minutes. 8 minutes to change your biology. The warm-up: 2 minutes seated march. Get the blood flowing. Wake up the heart. The power move: 2 minutes sit to stand. Do as many as you can safely. If you can only do 5, do 5. Next week, try for 6. This is where you build your independence. The posture fix: 2 minutes seated T-pull. Breathe deep. Expand your ribcage. Reset your spine. The knee saver: 2 minutes seated knee extensions. Alternate legs. Focus on the squeeze. Protect your joints. Do this every morning before breakfast, or every evening before dinner. Make it non-negotiable, like taking your medication, because this is medication just without the side effects. I want you to visualize something. 6 months from now, you wake up. You don't have to roll out of bed. You swing your legs out and stand up. No pain, no hesitation. You walk to the kitchen. You feel steady, solid. Your grandkids come over. They want to play. You don't have to sit on the bench and watch. You get down on the floor. You build the tower. You chase them. You laugh. That isn't a fantasy. That is the physical reality for thousands of seniors who discovered that the body adapts to what you ask it to do. If you ask it to sit, it learns to sit. If you ask it to strengthen, it learns to strengthen. We have covered the science. We have the tools. We have shattered the myth that aging equals decline. The information is now in your hands. But information without action is just entertainment. And you are not here to be entertained. You are here to transform. So, here is your mission. I challenge you to do these 4 exercises right now. Not tomorrow. Not on Monday. Right now. Stand up from your chair. Sit back down. March those feet. Prove to yourself that you are still capable of growth. Once you do it, I want you to come down to the comments section. I want you to type the word alive. Type alive to declare that you are done fading away. Type alive to show the thousands of other people watching this that they are not alone in this fight. If this video opened your eyes, even a little bit, please smash that like button. It tells the algorithm that this message needs to be seen by every senior who has been lied to about their body. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. We are building a community of people who refuse to grow old gracefully. We are going to grow old powerfully. You have 86,400 seconds in your day. Spend just 480 of them on this routine. Invest in yourself. The chair is not your prison. It is your launchpad. Use it. I'll see you in the comments.